What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Magic and Andrew MMA Betting Show, episode 73. We've got UFC Jacksonville this Saturday. Ilya Topuria is taking on Josh Emmett in a 145-pound main event. But before that, as always, we're going to start from the bottom of the card, best fight odds order. Couldn't think of a better way to start this week's episode off than my man Magic M talking about his boy Cedric Dumas taking on Cody Brundage. What are you thinking about this fight?
Yeah, I haven't bet anything yet. This was in real Jeopardy. I just told Andrew I had real bad migraine, but I survived. So I haven't bet yet. People don't panic. I will do it after the pod. I really like that the market is almost forcing me to play Dumas here. This is a bet I really want to. And the line is starting to get absurd, right? Like Dumas was Cody was getting bet like Dumas has lost a leg or something. Cody Brundage is not good. He's chinny, he gasses, he takes stupid decisions. I get that people are betting him because Dumas, he has some flaws in his grappling, some positions. He's a little bit green, and he kind of quit against Friend, but Friend is gigantic. And Dumas is not going to lose to two white boys in a row. He gets shot if he does it straight. Out of the moment he steps out of the arena, he's dead if he loses this. His boys are going to go on him. I like Dumas here. I haven't bet anything yet, as I said, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to bet Dumas. What is Dumas by knockout?
I don't know, but he might choke him if Brundage takes a sloppy shot. He has those long arms.
Dumas has that guillotine, probably the best guillotine in the sport. He has a good guillotine. Don't you think that Dumas could end up being like a really good fighter?
No.
If we are talking like in terms of athleticism and reach advantage, hate for the division, all that, he's basically John Jones.
He does have some action. He's like a 7-inch reach advantage here or something like that.
I think he could end up being actually good if he doesn't end up in prison first. He has at least 3 bodies on him. Like, there is no way. There is no way he doesn't have a body.
Yeah, Brundage jumping guillotine against Vieira was an all-time crazy move.
Yeah, that was super stupid, but everybody that bet Brundage there acted like Brundage lost because of that, and the shit was going south already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like... Yeah, Dumas will be in jail in 2 years. He has to make the most out of these 2 years. Maybe the belt.
You're 100% shadow banned on Twitter. I just tried to search up your profile to tweet that we're live.
Yeah, but they cannot stop me. I lost like 20 followers when I got shadow banned, but now it's starting to grow again.
Did you tweet that we're live?
No, I will right now.
Yeah, I'll retweet you. Yeah, Brundage, I think he's either going to get on top early and smash, or he's going to find a way to lose. That's just what he does.
Can you send Gugabe the link?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, he's either going to get on top early, smash, or he's going to do something stupid and lose. Like, it's actually pretty crazy how bad his cardio is. Like, Brundage.
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like,
yeah, this is going to be like an explosion or get really ugly. And if it gets sloppy, Dumas really has all the advantages outside of wrestling, and he's not durable. Brundage. Pretty much all Dumas has to do is not get choked inside 5 minutes and then not quit. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but that's a big if for him.
Are we getting close to a Gombas bet on Dumas here?
No, dude, I'm actually annoyed that the under one. Like, I was like willing to lay a pretty good price on under 1.5.
They said it at 1.5.
Yeah, even 1.5 like should hit. Like, if Brundage doesn't finish him in 3 minutes, he's getting finished. Like,
I think Dumas is more live than Brundage for an early finish.
You think so?
Yeah, people love to act like this Brundage guy is good. He's not good.
He's a good wrestler, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but bad chin, gases, his striking is... I think people think now he's a good striker because he knocked out Tresh and Gore, but that was like a fluke. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That was very awkward. He's like all right.
Speaking of gangsters, we got one right here. Gugabe, welcome on, buddy. Would love to hear your thoughts on the Dumas fight.
G'day, Cobbers.
Max
Can you hear
bet on Dumas.
I think Dumas will pass at this spot price. Like Brundage just melts. Like, I mean, it's hard, and it also feels like one of those situations. Like, remember that fight a couple weeks ago with Joseph Holmes versus other Dumas?
I was at that fight.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Where we're just like, all right, Joseph Holmes is better than MMA, but the other Dumas guy can just like exist and like is a freak athlete. And like that Brundage fight was very embarrassing. Like, I think people overlook Oleg Sajic is not a UFC level fighter, and just getting guard KO'd is just not good. Not good at all. Like, yeah, I do. I think Dumas has a higher ceiling here, and just like, you know, if Brundage just melts under his own pace, which is just bad. Just like, what are you gonna do? It's like he's gonna get the first round sub, or he's fucked because like he just cannot actually sustain any sort of pace.
Didn't you think watching live that he was about to get knocked out from guard? Because the moment Oleg Seichuk got on top, I was like, this is it. He's going to attack like a retard from top, and this guy has no chin. Like, I was so sure that was about to happen.
Yeah, but he ended up literally getting knocked out from guard, didn't he? I can remember it pretty clearly in my brain. Yeah. That was embarrassing. Fuck that. Like, I don't see how you can bet minus 200 on somebody got knocked out from guard.
It's a risky proposition. Yeah, I mean, it's probably like the least confident in a fight I am on the entire card. Like, I just truly have no idea. Like, there's actually no shot this fight isn't hilarious. Like, and what like, how could this fight even play out that it's not hilarious?
Yeah, sure.
Like, it's just gonna be awesome. Next fight, we've got my thing went out of order. Next fight, we've got Clayton Rodriguez versus Tatsuro Taira. I think Taira should be fine here. I think he's going to get on top fairly easily, and from there, he could probably go to work. I'm not in love with playing big chalk on him, but it feels like the market's pretty right with this one. Gugave, any opinion there?
I got very early Rodriguez. I took a little bit like plus 280. I think Rodriguez just brings a decent floor because, you know, he's a decent finisher, and like I think his grappling solid and that kind of stuff. Probably, honestly, sort of fits myself out of it in the meantime, but like I do have that price, I guess. I'd rather take Taira's submission than win, just because, yeah, I think he's a bit inactive on the feet, and yeah, I think Taira's solid. I think my thing with Clayton is that like watching that TNT fight, I assume he was like, you get the vibe that he was like 7 foot tall at flyweight because he was fighting an absolute midget. Then it's like been realizing every time he fights actual competition that he's not actually that big. Like, remember him on TNC where he just like he like doubled the size of the other guy? And Kuratolo or whatever his name was, that was just like completely dominated space, and I was just like, holy shit, this guy is like literally John Jones. And then it's been apparent every fight ever since he's like a normal size flyweight. Yeah, he's solid, but like, yeah, I think he's got a decent floor, but yeah, Taira should beat him on process, but I'd rather take Taira sub at plus 130 than his money line at minus 250.
Bro, he stole my joke. I can't believe it. I was about to say that legit.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't mind Clayton here, but plus 280 was better than plus 210, obviously. The line is kind of gone. But if he's not getting taken down, he's the side. 100%. Taira is a bit meh on the feet. He just has a left hand, and that's about it. He's a solid grappler. God knows. Clayton by knockout is kind of a big number. But at the same time, he beat that Italian midget and the appendicitis guy, so God knows. We really don't know where he's at. I don't know. Maybe a pass. I wouldn't play Taira moneyline. His win condition is based on grappling, and if he grapples, yeah, I prefer submission. But I'm not going to play Taira by submission, so yeah. I don't know. Rodriguez by knockout is not bad, in my opinion. Maybe a pass.
Cool. Next up, Jack Jenkins taking on Jamal Emmers. I can start this one off. Emmers minus 160, minus 165-ish. Probably my biggest position on the card. I feel like this is a really rough fight for Jenkins. Emmers way longer, more athletic, better wins. I like Jenkins on Contender Series. He has good leg kicks, but outside of that, I think Emmers could take him down. I think Emmers is the better striker. I just kind of think he has him covered here, and there's just such like a big athleticism edge that I feel like he covers a pretty big price tag here. Magic, you agree with that?
Yeah, Emmers is going to beat his ass. I know Gugabe likes this guy because they went on some trip or something, and they were great friends. But yeah, he's not really good at MMA. He's going to get his ass beat real bad, I think. And he's not going to heel hook him like Sabatini out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like Emmers should beat his ass. I don't know how Jenkins is going to take this outside of landing something really huge or landing 40 low kicks somehow. Yeah, I think Emmers.
Actually, like I did actually go play the rugby team with Jack Jenkins back when we were both 16, so way back in the day. I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest fan of him, but I don't mind his process as a fighter.
He sounds like a complete idiot. Yeah.
Actually, I ran into him about a week or 2 weeks ago outside. We had a boxing event down here for what's his name? Boring older heavyweight.
Brown?
No, the other one, New Zealand. Decisions. Parker.
Joseph Parker.
Yeah, so I was literally walking out of the Joseph Parker fight, and like Jack Jenkins was standing outside, and yeah, he did nice to see he's still alive. Good on him. But yeah, here I can't really see how he has a path to victory outside of like just pure process, but just out of pure hustle, split decision kind of thing. Because yeah, we all know that our boy Emmers can be a bit of an idiot, but like yeah, Emmers should be better athlete, better essentially everywhere. But yeah, Jenkins puts up like I don't mind Jenkins's process. I just don't think that he has the athleticism or like a deep enough game anywhere to actually take off in the UFC. Like this is gonna sound very insane, but like when I see Jack Jenkins, I don't see something totally dissimilar from let's say like Volkanovski when he first came in.
I knew you were about to say that, bro.
But Volkanovski obviously is like an A+++ athlete, which makes it work. Whilst like, you know, I think Jack Jenkins and Volkanovski are trying to do the same thing. It's just that Jack Jenkins is not as good and doesn't have that like sheer raw athleticism, which makes it work. Like, yeah, I'm not saying he's anywhere near as good, but like that's my one concern. Of Emmers can just, Emmers can just drift out of fights. I don't mind the under here like a little bit. Just I feel like Jack Jenkins is going to be pretty consistent. Like he's super aggressive, and like Emmers can land if you come at him. But then you got the Emmers versus Camacho, or his name is that like that one Mexican dude who he was massive favorite against. He spent like he just smacked him around for 10 minutes.
Vince Cachero.
Cachero, yeah, because remember that fight, and that was stupid. He couldn't finish that. So, like, after watching that, but like, I feel like Jack Jenkins is pretty light to get himself into trouble here. Yeah, Emmers realistically buy whatever he want, but Emmers will want to have a Bobby Green style split decision.
Yeah, Emmers is an idiot, but he's kind of good at MMA, and he's a good athlete.
Yeah.
Also, if he grapples, I think he can clean him real bad. Don't you think so? But he really doesn't wrestle, but. Also, Jack Jenkins has beat really bad people. Come on. The guy in Contenders was a tomato can, and Don Shanice, no disrespect, but that's not even LFA. Like, come on. Don Shanice. Give me a break.
Like, Shanice had some success.
Yeah,
like, what's like your absolute
moments? Yeah.
I feel like I could make a case for the under in like 80% of the fights on this card. This is another one of them. Like, I feel like Jenkins is going to force it one way or another. And Emmers is just too explosive for him. They wouldn't have a good UFC birthday, but we're trying. Peak versus Mariscal. I mean, what a fight. Magic, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, Peak by whatever he wants. So, I mean, Peak is realistically not going to lose ever at MMA. The guy cannot be hurt, cannot be choked. I don't know how he does it, but he's really incredible at MMA. Don't you think he's just going to win this fight? Mariscal is not really durable. He's going to land something silly, win, and people are going to get actually excited. What is his knockout line? Plus 145? I mean, if you bet him, you have to take knockout, right? There's no way he lands to win 2 rounds without getting a knockout. Because he doesn't know how to grapple.
Yeah, has he trained jiu-jitsu yet, do you think?
Oh, no, he's not that... I mean... When I rewatch his fights, and yeah, he is obviously a bad jiu-jitsu player, but he's not that bad at not getting choked. You know what I mean? Like there is some sort of process behind I'm not getting choked and getting back up to my feet. I think he's going to win this fight, honestly. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but I think he's going to win this fight. He hits a stupid hard. The technique is awful, but he hits a stupid hard with both hands. He has very good cardio. I'm rooting for him to keep winning and get Justin Gaethje or something like that. Don't you think he could beat Gaethje?
No.
I do. Like man to man in the center of the octagon.
What does that even mean?
Gaethje doesn't grapple, bro.
Gugabe, what do you think of this fight?
Yeah, Trevor, it's gonna be annoying. I'm rooting for Trevor Peak just because I had the fade on him last time, and like that lost in an annoying fashion, and now he's evens against this random dude, and I'm just like, it'll be very annoying if I miss the plus 200 and he loses the 50-50 shot. And like I think Mariscal is better than MMA, but like everybody's better than MMA than Peak. Like
yeah. But who's better at fighting? That's my point.
Peak has that dog in him. Like, yeah, you gotta
kill
what do you
him
do?
or choke him out, because if not, he's coming for your soul. Like this. The sport is evolving.
Yeah, pretty much. Man's built different.
I think someone dies early here. It's that simple. Peak's way stronger, hits harder. Mariscal coming up from 45. Neither of them have any defense on the feet.
That's true. Mariscal is coming up on short notice. Like this guy is fucking dead. That's nobody. Nobody has ever been more dead than Jose Mariscal right now.
What about Josh Emmett? Has he been more dead?
No, Mariscal may be more dead.
Zalgas versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van, very young, coming in on shortish notice, I believe. Magic, you think this guy's a legit prospect, or you think it's too much too soon?
I haven't looked into this. No,
Okay.
not gonna lie, because I spent the day in bed. But I have to look into Joshua Van. I just look at his record. I saw that Zalgas is kind of getting bad. I mean, he should be the better fighter, skill for skill, without even looking at Joshua Van. I saw his record, but don't know. He looks like he must have some power. Straight up wiki capping. He has finished every fight, 5 knockouts out of 7 wins. I don't know. Maybe Zalgas is Zalgas really a guy you want to bet at minus 200? Like, he has a stupid ability to get into close decisions. Doesn't really finish that much. Gets hit. I don't know, man. As I said, I have to look into Joshua Van, but the money seems to be coming in on Thumagulov.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of annoyed. I wanted to bet Boons against Zalgas at the same price, and I feel like Boons is better than Van. I feel like this fight, another one, finishes at a reasonably high clip. Like, Zalgas put up crazy output in his last fight. I think if he gets on top, he probably goes to work. Van's going to come forward and go for it. But yeah, I'll take Zalgas here as far as picks goes. Gabe, you have anything on this?
Yeah, kind of a similar thing to Magic. Well, obviously, I did a little bit of tape, but like Van seems super raw. It's the aggro, so the under's a little bit interesting. And yeah, they should just like, because it's Zalgas, it's like he just never really firmly wins if he doesn't finish. So do you want to play at minus 200 against anybody? And this guy is kind of aggressive and will kind of push a pace as best as he can. And like with these young guys, you never know if they're going to take a massive leap. I think just sort of pass money line, maybe like Zalgas inside distance, like plus 440 here, which I don't mind, because I kind of think that if he's really getting his game together, he's probably going to be threatening to finish, because Van doesn't really have a backward step in him. And if it GTDs, it's just like I feel there's good chances Van just has been hustling hard enough. I don't want to have the minus 200 on Zalgas.
Cool. Next up, Tabitha Ricci versus Jillian Robertson. Gugabe, I'll stick with you for now.
Ricci is a midget. Robertson is bigger, but Ricci is a bit more athletic. Kind of an annoying fight because like all Jillian Robertson fights end up being like hindsight minus 10,000 to whoever wins the fight. Like either she does her thing or she gets fucked. Like there are no close Robertson fights. I kind of lean Robertson at the price because I think Ricci just like, yeah, she's been traveling okay, but like that performance against what's the name? Brazilian flyweight, a Brazilian woman plays guard.
Viana.
Yeah, Viana's an idiot, but like, yeah, watching that, like, she had sufficient success. Like, yeah, I think you could actually score that fight with certain interpretations, but like, Yeah, but then again, Ricci just had the absolute best performance of her career last time against Penne. But like again, how much can you take out of a 40-year-old Penne? But what are you gonna do? I say dog or pass. The sort of pricing. Honestly, it's probably a good live bet fight because after you watch like 2 minutes of footage here, you'll know who's going to win like minus 10,000.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm leaning the Robertson side as well. She's a little bit bigger. I think she's more dangerous from top. One thing that was confusing to me when I was watching the Ricci tape, like she gets up from top position like a lot, which doesn't make much sense to me. Whereas if Robertson gets on top, I feel like she's going to punish Ricci. It's tough though because we haven't really seen much defensive grappling from Ricci, whereas like Robertson, we've just seen like a lot more of her game. And I feel like most of her struggles came up at 125. Like she fought like Taira Santos and Miranda Maverick, who were just like big. And Ricci kind of easy strength. I shouldn't say easy strength to schedule, but girls that are going to give her the fight she wants. Like Viana was happy to play guard there. Oliveira, some of the worst takedown defense you could find in the UFC. So yeah, I'll pick Robertson for this one. Magic, what are you thinking?
I think this is a good fight for Ricci. I know she's like a midget, but she's strong. She looks on all the juice. Like she looks ridiculously juiced right now. She looks like a man, basically. I mean, she's hot while looking like a man, which is an achievement. I think, like Robert, as Gugabe said, I agree. Like her fights inside all look obvious. If she cannot get a single leg, she's pretty much doomed. She's one of the worst athletes, worst strikers at the same time in the division. Like he's fucking awful. She's fucking awful. Her defense is horrible. And I think Ricci can stay upright. Like I may bet Ricci by knockout plus 1700. I'm on that. That line's ridiculous. I think Ricci is going to lead her up. He's going to make Ricci look like Sugar Ray Leonard.
I don't think they're going to strike for long periods of time. Like I feel like they're going to grapple one way or the other.
Nah, Ricci is going to keep this on the feet or try to do it. She's smart. She fights smart. I kind of think Ricci is going to fuck her up. But again, if I play knockout, he probably half kills Robertson and then rolls an armbar or something. It is known.
Yeah, she's not that good of a wrestler.
What is she talking about? Is Ricci not hot? Come on. She's one of the best looking women in the UFC. Who do you like, Kaiser? He's probably attracted to Thabit.
Yeah, let's keep this professional here, Magic. Come on, buddy.
Come on.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, Ricci's fine. Andrew is so boring.
Gugabe, I like seeing your tweets like responding to like relationship advice. I always get a kick out of it.
Yeah, I guess.
I like it.
I mean, come on. Can't you admit she's good looking? Is this a sin in the Bible, Andrew?
No, I would never say that.
You are like the oldest junk person I know.
I'm serious. I mean that.
You are like what is his name? Yeah, you are like an old person's soul took over the body of Calogero from a Bronx Tale. That's you.
That's a great movie. That's like all-time top 5, I think.
I told you about that movie.
I told you about that movie, but anyway.
Who's older, Gombas or Magic?
What's that?
Who's older, Gombas or Magic? I honestly no idea.
I'm older.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I look younger, right?
I mean, you both kind of, I don't know. I find it hard to place either of you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it, buddy. As always.
This guy always gives us $10.
Always.
You can make a lot happen for $10 where Magic's from. So
yeah, you
basically
get, like, political power.
The presidency.
You get political power with that kind of money. Loic Radzabov versus Mateus Rebecki. Gugabe, what do you think about this one?
Loic gets tired, and like Rebecki's a bit more sort of process driven. Yeah, I think people are kind of shitting on Rebecki a bit too hard for not killing Fior. Like, a bunch of the takes I've seen on that are just like, oh, Rebecki was forward checked, and I'm just like, it wasn't the best performance, but he still did what he came to do, and like, yeah, he got tired after almost killing him in round 1, but like, he seems like a pretty good process-driven fighter. Like, again, maybe I just missed out on the whole like when Rebecca first came in, I saw people like claiming he was like immediately top 5 kind of shit, and I'm like, are you insane? So maybe I'm just like not. Maybe because I didn't see that, I just not kind of like fond of him being a decent. Like he's pretty solid. He's decent. I think he has a decent process. Loic goes crazy for a round, but gets very tired. So I wouldn't like take the overs because I just feel like there's a chance that Loic just gets very tired, and I don't like playing over juice overs when one man is very tired. Yeah, I just think Becky just takes over down the stretch. Like probably better to live bet than pre-bet, but I think he's pretty solid.
I'm kind of sketched out by Rebecca's cardio too, honestly. Like I actually feel like both these guys are pretty similar fighters. Like, I feel like a lot of their strengths and a lot of their weaknesses are similar. I feel like Loic's a little bit better of a striker. Hot take maybe, but I feel like just he's a little bit better of a striker. His wins are a little bit better. I'd probably flip the line to like minus 125 a week, but it's like not a confident number at all. Magic, do you have a more confident take on this fight?
Yeah, I think Rebecca is the better guy. He's the better striker, better grappler, in my opinion. Better cardio. I bet Ribovic against Loic. That one hurt. I had like plus 230. He almost killed him like 3 times. That one hurt because the fucking Argentinian guy couldn't grapple to save his life. But he only had a Kimura trap. What is going on in Argentina, man? That's all he had on the ground.
They don't have fighters there, do they?
Yeah, but their grappling is gay. They just fight outside of football stadiums. No grappling. When someone goes down, he has to get up. I like Rebecca here. I think he's going to dominate the fight. Like Loic is like a shitty version of Justin Gaethje on the feet. He looks at the floor and swings hooks. That's all he does. Rebecca has a functional boxing game. I don't know. His cardio is all right, I feel. He just beat like 17 years out of the life of this guy that just lost to Chase Hooper. There's a distinct possibility he ended his career and Hooper just walked through him. That was a beatdown, man. Yeah, I like Rebecca here. Don't you think he's the much better grappler? Like, on the ground, it's not close, Andrew. Like, he's a legit top game guy, and Loic cannot even keep people down.
Yeah, I think it's just like competitive standing, but like I think if Rebecca gets his grappling going or gets his cardio going, it just becomes pretty one-sided. Like, I just think Loic needs to nearly knock out or to hurt him early to really put much of a stamp on this one.
Yeah, Rebecca has some ADCC accolades, right? He won something or classified for something. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he does.
You don't have ADCC accolades?
What?
You don't have ADCC accolades? I don't know.
Yeah, he classified or won his region's ADCC or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Loic could never do that.
Magic, I'll stick with you here for Randy Brown versus Wellington Turman. I know Randy Brown's your guy.
I mean, the masculine urge to bet on Wellington Turman here is big, but he's a Mongoloid and he will get clipped somehow, entering the distance and die because he's fucking Wellington Turman. But yeah, he should be the side based on pace and volume and grappling. He should be the side, but I mean, Trinaldo was like 75 and getting takedowns and top control on Randy Brown. And that's the only legit grappler he's faced since Warley Alves, who died after 5 minutes of grappling. Wellington Turman has to be the side, and Turman by submission too, but yeah. He inevitably will look good for 3 minutes and then die on a counter or something. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I think Turman is the side.
Gugabe?
Yeah, about the same opinion. Turman process edge, but like he's essentially Jason Witt at middleweight, but now he's going to cut another division like lower with that bad a chin. So yeah, I'd rather take Randy Brown KO than like Randy Brown money line, just because Randy Brown's an idiot who doesn't win minutes. But yeah, like Turman probably goes aggressive, probably gets taken down too early, but eventually Brown just happens to hit him with something or get some stupid guard sub or some shit. Like it just feels like a Wellington Turman kind of thing to do. I think like Brown's probably a bit too juiced in the money line, but also just like I just don't trust Turman not to die at some point.
Yeah, similar thoughts to you guys. I'm picking Brown. I think he's just a little bit more, a little bit better hardware, but it's not a confident take. Phil Rowe versus Neil Magny. I can start this one off because I like Magny a good amount here. I feel like this is his easiest stylistic matchup in a long time. If you take a look at who Rowe has fought, like Kosei, Witt, the ghost of Nico Price. Like, this is just a massive step up here. And obviously, Magny taking a big step down from Gilbert Burns. I feel like Magny just the more skilled fighter. I think he's big top time upside here. Rowe just kind of accepts being on bottom. I think the line should be wider than it is right now. Gugave, what do you think?
Yeah, about the same. Like, Phil Rowe gets stuck on the bottom. He doesn't really assert himself or win any minutes anywhere. He just kind of explodes into random finishes. His wins are kind of shit. Like, he just went life or death with Nico Price. That was a funny fight though, so good on him. Yeah, my main concern is Magny will somehow get dragged into a fucking stupid Philip Rowe fight. But even then, like, Magny's super durable, has very good cardio, and like probably will consolidate top time if he actually gets that kind of a situation. No, a bit of a shit show. I'm not rushing to play either side money line or anything like that. So, but minus 160 is not bad. It might be better to just hold off till live for Magny. I just got a feeling that Rowe has some early success and then just get to a bit of a shit show down the Magny should just be a bit more coherent over time.
I feel like Rowe always loses round one though. Like, even against Jason Witt, like, he kind of got taken down like right away.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna sound very outlandish, but like Jason Witt probably beats Magny like at a decent clip.
What?
Jason Witt is actually good at MMA. He just cannot take a punch whatsoever.
That's an insane take.
That's literally a crazy thing.
What's Magny gonna do? Knock him out with Neil Magny's power?
I could beat Jason Witt on a good day. I would beat Jason Witt.
Yeah,
on the first exchange.
Yeah, that's like a Jason Witt. You either knock him out or he fucking control grapples you. Magny fucking hates being on bottom. If you gave Jason Witt a completely non-powerful,
you get at least 3 chances to hit Jason Witt.
Exactly. And Magny's only got 10% chance of knocking him out every time. So
I only need one. We are playing numbers here.
Jason Witt comes out and throws a naked leg kick like his life depends on it.
No, you see, this man is going to take down and throw leg kicks at Neil Magny, and you say he's not the favourite. Like, we know what I love Neil Magny. Like, I am on the Magan wagon. I pilot the Magan wagon, but like, man does not enjoy being leg kicked or being taken down. That's how he is. How he rolls. Like, again, like, I think Phil Rowe is probably going to be a processor here, but I just think Jason Witt brings some tools that would work. Oh, fucking Quinlan. Remember that shit.
Magic, what do you think about this fight?
Yeah, I didn't bet anything yet, and I put out that Magny Moneyball tweet, and I think everyone believes I'm max betting Magny or anything, or something.
I thought you usually do the Moneyball tweets as like a sarcastic joke.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he could dominate here if he gets his grappling going, but at the same time, he's 35. He hates being hit. He has been stopped eight times in 10 losses. And Rowe is gigantic. Like, he's bigger than him. They are the same height, but I think Phil Rowe is noticeably the bigger guy. He hits very hard, and he has some submission upside. I feel his guillotine is live, even at standing. If he gets on top, Magny may be in trouble. So yeah, Magny could dominate if he gets his grappling going, but I don't know. Someday he's going to fall off a cliff, and I don't know if this is the best stylistic matchup. And man, it's fucking Neil Magny. I don't know. You don't get a lot of finishing upside. You know what I mean? Neil Magny by decision plus 115 is tempting me, but it's a bet that makes me sick to my stomach.
I wouldn't be surprised if he lands a lot of ground and pound from top, honestly.
Yeah, but Magny needs to land like 22 minutes of ground and pound to stop anyone.
Remember the Hector Lombard fight?
No, sorry, go ahead.
Remember the Hector Lombard versus Magny fight? How fucking disgusting that was down the stretch.
Yeah, it was like he couldn't stop him, and the fight was already over, and he couldn't stop him. It was ridiculous.
How many shots was that at the end? Like, I remember round 3 just being uncomfortable because it was just Hector Lombard just getting punched for like 4 minutes. 148. He got 148 significant strikes, 196 total strikes.
Another thing that concerns me is that this is like the real first tall guy. He's first since Shavkat, who completely dominated him in the clinch, and Michael Chiesa completely dominated him in the clinch too, who's tall too. So I don't know. He may have a little bit of issues initiating his grappling, getting him down. You know, Magny likes to grapple fuck people from the clinch, not with his entries or anything. And when you are fighting a taller guy or a guy as tall as you, things change a lot in the clinch. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Those are different types of fighters, though. Like Shavkat.
Yeah, I would say Shavkat is slightly better than Phil Rowe.
Just slightly.
Jason Witt, Shavkat, Phil Rowe. I think that's the natural
Good.
tier list.
I feel
think
like
Jason
Shavkat
Witt-
could be like 10 Jason Witts in a row in the same night.
If he
I
got
think-
lucky, 10 times in a row.
I
If
feel
you
like
do
you
not,
can give Jason Witt like a baseball bat. That fight's still like a pick 'em. Jason Witt.
No, I
with a
would
baseball
pick
bat.
Shavkat.
Yeah.
Jason with a baseball bat against Shavkat Rakhmonov. I mean, that's an easy pick, bro.
didn't Gordon Ryan's happen like 5 times from memory?
What?
It was like an exhibition match. Like Rowe grappled Gordon Ryan, but like everything
Yeah,
Gordon Ryan like
saw that
tapped him
live.
5 times to reset. I'm pretty
It
sure.
was like the best grappling match I have ever seen. Like Gordon Ryan was like carrying him through every position, giving him the back and everything. It was straight up ridiculous.
It was essentially pro wrestling from memory.
Yeah, it was like Gordon could have tapped him like 40 times if he wanted. It was absurd.
Bruno Silva versus Brendan Allen. Magic, you got any bets here?
Allen should dominate this fight. I feel like he's better everywhere outside of being an idiot and power, maybe. He has a lot of Appalachian in him, you know what I mean? He's from deep Appalachia. So he probably gets knocked down silly at least once here before winning. Or before losing in a spectacular fashion. But yeah, I think Allen is the side. He has all the grappling upside. If he grapples here, he cleans, I feel. And Allen, as dumb as he is, he's a very, very, very good MMA grappler. When he gets on top, he's a quality operator. So yeah, I like Allen here. He should finish.
Gugabe, what do you got on this one?
Took a tiny bit of Silva KO1 at plus 700, I think, over here. I just think, Allen's going to walk into him and have a stupid volume striking fight and like get hit very hard at least once. So I can't really say how KO1 doesn't look decent at plus 700. But yeah, like otherwise, like Allen should win if he doesn't get knocked the fuck out.
How can you know you are getting like Pereira's fight Bruno Silva here and not cancer patient Bruno Silva from the GM3 fight?
Yeah, that's also an issue. That's the issue with Bruno Silva because like he's entirely an athleticism meme. There's just like 2 fights where he just looked like he had cancer, and it's just like
it was insane.
Yeah, like that GM3, like he should have been sanctioned. Like didn't like he released like a thing like a day after he was like, oh, I had leukemia. There was like a picture of him in hospital like 3 days before the fight. So it's like,
how
why
do
did you
get
fucking fight?
How do you suddenly get leukemia and then don't have it? I'm not an expert in leukemia.
Oh, he looked kind of shit against Tavares. Like he got the knockout, but he didn't look like against Pereira. Like that Pereira fight is like his best performance by far.
I mean, he rocked Pereira a couple times. He looked live during the fight.
Yeah, like Pereira almost just some pure athleticism, really. And like if you're hossing Pereira, that's insane.
Yeah, but if you are still there, he's there to be hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking Brendan Allen also, but just feels like a hardish fight for me to cap because it's like how often does Bruno Silva hurt him on the feet? And Allen doesn't always grapple right away, which is a concern. I feel like if he does, he probably takes it pretty handedly, but just don't really want to trust it at this price tag. Onama versus Santos. I'm on the under here. I feel like both have bad striking defense. It's really annoying because I feel like I was ahead of the market knowing that Onama wasn't that good, and then I never got the profit off of it. Like I bet Benitez against him, and then I passed on Landwehr, and it's like if he killed Landwehr in the first round, like he almost did, it's just like he'd probably be the line would be flipped here, and it's just frustrating. But yeah, I think Santos is going to win, but from a money line perspective, it's Onama or pass, just like total market thing. But yeah, I like the under. Gugabe, you on anything here?
I'm about the same. I actually had some Landwehr against him, but like I was like very big on Benitez against him, and that lost, and then I had the Landwehr to break even kind of a situation.
Yeah,
I think this is a bit of an overreaction. Like, Onama's like he's a fairly young fighter. He's moving around. Like the athleticism gives him a decent floor. I think the market sometimes can like. If Landwehr had just subbed him at the start of round 2, I think he's probably like evens here. Well, the market's just like looking at the last 9 minutes where Onama was absolutely exhausted and taking punishment. Like he sucks. It's like he does, but also like if he just like been finished like immediately when he gassed, I think he probably wouldn't have the sort of sheer strength of overreaction. Like dude swings hard. He can compete. Like I think this is probably close. Should be a bit close to a 50-50. Santos is fine. Like, getting out hustled by Lerone Murphy is a bit embarrassing, but oh well, somebody's got to do it. Because like people forget how bad Lerone Murphy is at the sport. Like, that's a fadeaway nap eventually.
I felt like we had it in the bag with Makwan. He caught that knee.
That is probably one of the worst beats in UFC history. Insane.
That one hurt. Also because the pace wasn't really there because the guy was terrified of the anaconda and just giving him the back and the mount, and Makwan was just chilling. That hurt me, bro. Like economically, that hurt me.
I remember too, because he's like plus 250 or something, remember? And he looked like minus 500.
It was a higher line. I think it was plus 300 at least.
Something like that.
Yeah, he looked like a gigantic favorite and just, fucking miracle.
Matt, do you have anything here?
I think Onama is the side too. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. He's going to land here if he shoots. Like, he's going to land punches, and he hits stupid hard. Big guy, great athlete. He's powerful. Santos is like good everywhere, all right. The better grappler in the fight, but like Onama is a good fighter. Yeah, he gasses, but he's a good fighter. He can fight. He can throw down. And the Lerone Murphy fight, don't get me wrong, I like Lerone Murphy as an athlete, athletically wise. He's a good fighter. He has power, but he doesn't really let anything go. He's always looking for the perfect punch or the perfect kick. He doesn't have any real process. And Onama really gets in there and throws. I feel like this is going to be a war. I like the under 2. Doesn't go. Onama, maybe Onama by knockout if it is a big number. Onama can really bonk. Yeah, I like Onama here. Probably end up betting him.
I don't get the Onama gassing take. Like, he obviously did against Lamwer, but like he knocked him out. He essentially knocked him out twice. Plus, Lamwer hits the body very hard and like pushes an insane pace. Like, I just don't. He hasn't gassed otherwise. Like, I think people are really too fixated upon that singular fight, where it's like he cardio dumped. Who cares?
Yeah, it was like he punched himself out from finishing him and then took a beating. I mean, taking a beating takes a toll on your cardio. But yeah, it wasn't that horrible as people make it out to be.
Yep. Next up, we've got. I lost my place.
If Andrew pins me in the dream, he has to wake up and apologize.
Austin Lane versus Justin Tafa. This fight is a pure pass for me. I'll take, for pick's sake, I'll pick Tafa to get a knockout, but Lane is 6 inches longer, probably has a bit of grappling upside. It just feels like he probably gets clipped at some point. Magic, what are you thinking about this one?
I would bet Gugabe against Tafa.
We all would.
I'm probably passing here. Austin Lane is live to get bonked or quit or take a leg kick and decide MMA is not for him anymore. It's not really a guy you can trust with your money. But Tafa is horrible. It's unbelievable that nobody has fucking tried to take him down. He has nothing on bottom. I'm just waiting for the guy that is going to shoot. Like, where is Parker Porter when you need him?
He got knocked out, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's ridiculous that happened. And then the Juan Adams fight, he goes full autism. I mean, come on, somebody take down this guy. He gets flat like a table. He's like flat, and that's it. The fight is over. He has nothing on bottom, and nobody has taken him down in the UFC. It's getting ridiculous. I don't know. Give him a Spivak. We have to make back some money. Spivak.
That's easy.
Spivak, if he loses and he wins here, yeah, probably a pass here, but his time will come. Justin Tafa, big fraud.
Spivak is about to beat Garn, so good on him.
Yeah, it's going to be glorious in France.
Yep.
And then he's going to be like, well, yeah, John, I'm next.
Gugabe, do you have anything on this?
Justin Tafa should be the better kickboxer, but massive size disparity plus having absolutely no bottom game means there's no temptation to play him at minus 180. I actually took a little tiny bit of his KO2. Like, his KO2 was like plus 700, and I'm just like, if it starts 5 minutes, if it starts round 2, it's just like, I just feel like the knockout stays live, so like, why not? It's hilarious both these guys have like a really stupid win over Juan Adams. Like, honestly, like, as a fellow heavyweight, I feel like Juan Adams, if he just like was not mentally impaired, had every tool to be a top 5 heavyweight. Like, he's durable as fuck. He's durable as fuck in some of the wars. He actually he could like throw 250 strikes over 15 minutes, and he can wrestle. Like,
Bro, he's
Honestly, like,
yeah.
a more intelligent Juan Adams could have been great. Like, it's just heavyweight. You don't need to be that good.
If my father had wheels, he would be a car. Yeah, his eyes are like one is here and the other is there, bro. He's handicapped. How is he going to be a top 5 heavyweight? Yeah, I get what you are saying, but he's just stupid and gases.
Yeah, I know he is, but he doesn't even gas that. Like, remember that there was that fight against what's that Indian Canadian Buller? Like, he put like 250 strikes up, and it was just like, yeah, he can wrestle, and he went for like 10 takedown attempts and 250 strikes. Like, that's top 5 heavyweight material automatically. Like, I know how heavyweight it is. I am a heavyweight. I've rolled in, like, I know, like, top level heavyweights, and like, we suck. Like, just being asked to put up 10 takedown attempts makes you elite. Like, it's how it works.
Yeah, there are like 5 good heavyweights in the UFC, and that's it.
Yeah,
the rest are food.
I don't think that like Juan Adams' skill set is totally different to like Spivak's skill set, realistically.
Yeah, that's a wild take.
Broadly. I mean, obviously, once Spivak had a bunch of steroids, like Juan Adams could have eventually afforded steroids.
I think Spivak is like a legit grappler, and Juan Adams is just big and fat.
I mean, but Juan Adams isn't that fat. Like, he's fucking massive. You seen him?
Yeah, but Spivak will clean him. Like Spivak knows how to do a judo throw. Juan Adams cannot even dream of doing a judo throw. Do you think that would be a close fight?
Yeah, honestly, if he got a bit there a couple of years ago.
Ah, okay, but not now.
Yeah, Juan Adams is cooked. Like, he could have beat decent, I think.
Ribas versus Barber. I like under here. I feel like Ribas probably goes to work on top, but liable to get KO'd on the feet. Barber hits hard. Ribas been knocked out a couple times, but yeah, I feel like the grappling disparity on the mat's pretty big. I think Ribas subs are probably like Barber taken down 5 times by Andrea Lee. Doesn't seem to have much off of her back. So yeah, I got a Ribas by KO, but really liking the under. Kagabe, you were enthusiastically shaking your head there, so I guess you're in agreement with me.
Yeah, I think it's good binary under. Like, if Ribas gets on top, she can finish. If Barber gets stuck in the feet kind of thing, like, just, yeah, there's a good chance that Ribas gets hit very hard. Like, Barber's kind of weird because she's not really good at the skill set, which brought us to the UFC, but just ends up being like this ridiculous S-tier athlete. So good on her. Very random career. Yeah, I think there's a good chance Ribas could find a sub, and otherwise just like Barber could yeah, I just think it's pretty binary. Yeah, Ribas sub, and also like I think also good thing at the under is like Ribas will push at an insane pace. I feel like I had the under in a Ribas versus Araujo. I've had the under in every Araujo fight recently. It's just been absolute fucking cancer because every fight just ends up being Araujo almost finishing the woman twice, then having a heart attack, and the other woman just letting it exist. And it's like makes no sense.
Magic.
Yeah, that was a really good comment. Some of the best, the one John Jones tried to recruit Juan Adams, couldn't get him.
This was a good one.
I really like it one. Yeah, I mean, you can laugh now, but until it fails 20 times, nobody can tell me shit about Barber round 3. I mean, it's not proven that it's a bad play. Maybe it's there and you just don't know. I mean, it just doesn't happen to hit. I mean, they are laughing, people are laughing, but not for long. Grasso is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the sport per the UFC right now. 2 more rounds and he's done. Like done. Yeah. She's done in that fight. Barber wins that fight. You give me Barber versus Grasso right now, I put the house on Barber 5 rounds. Good.
Actually, great. Yeah.
She is the best woman in the whole UFC at actually fighting after 10 minutes. Just fighting. Don't you think if by some miracle of God Barber doesn't die versus Nunes in 10 minutes, she fucking ragdolls Nunes?
Honestly, 5 minutes.
She's great.
Like, it's Nunes.
She's stupid and kicks a lot. I don't know why. And she gets taken all the time down with reactive shots, which it's ridiculous. It was ridiculous the first fight. It has been happening for 4 fights now. I don't know what's going on, but when a fighter is doing stupid things, but at the same time is being trained by Danny Castillo, can you really blame the fighter? Like, whose fault is it? It's Danny Castillo, or is she really stupid? You cannot know. I think the potential is there. Yeah, Ribas, very, very good grappler, very good jiu-jitsu. She's smaller. She's very chinny. She likes to mix it up. Every time she's not on top here, she's going to be in danger, in mortal danger. And if this goes past 10 minutes, it's going to be triple B. Triple B round 3, Fury, the fear of God in Amanda's eyes. I think this is going to be a system play here on Barber. Barber knockout, Barber late. The whole menu. I have to. I think there is a logic behind this bet. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Ribas gets a first round choke or armbar or something like that. If it gets extended, it's going to get sweaty.
Main event time. Ilia Topuria taking on Josh Emmett.
First of all, this guy right here is going to tell a lot of lies about Josh Emmett maybe winning this fight. He works for Betfair. He's an agent. He gets a percentage. Don't believe his lies, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I've bet Topuria in every single UFC fight up to this point. Getting off the train here, I mean, he probably wins. I'm just not interested in laying minus 300 in a 5-round fight when we haven't seen him get extended. Emmett could crack early. Topuria, better boxer, better jiu-jitsu, more in his prime. Like, I definitely think he's going to win, but just not loving the minus 300 price tag. Guyabe, it appears you're on the Emmett side.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Topuria's had a decent run so far. He's kind of like he's been fighting absolute athletic noodles and just kind of shutting down the grappling and just knocking people out who can't strike at all. But like that Bryce Mitchell fight, like again, I'm not saying he didn't cover against Bryce Mitchell. Like he wins that Bryce Mitchell fight, the big clip, but it was a shambolic performance of striking. Like he got landed on by our Lord and Savior Bryce Mitchell.
That's an insane take. What fight?
He went 2020 with Bryce Mitchell. Like,
bro, he was like with a low base, just worried about the takedown and doing whatever he wanted boxing wise. Like it was easy.
Bryce Mitchell was landing brutal counters. He just doesn't hit. Again, like, do I think Bryce Mitchell wins that by a real clip? No, I'm not saying that Bryce Mitchell got robbed or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like,
bro, Bryce
if
Mitchell
you have that same performance against Emmett, you are going out.
He got stopped after like 8 minutes, and he had like the fucking fear of God in his eyes. His face was destroyed. He looked like he had run a marathon. Bryce Mitchell, that was a beatdown. I don't know what fight did you watch. Like, actually,
it got ugly after the knockdown. I'm not denying that, but like everything after the knockdown was competitive. Strike was just kind of competitive. Then like you got the knockdown, it was like 50 seconds of beating him up. Good work. It's like if you have that fight against Josh Emmett, you are not covering minus 400. Like Josh Emmett hits incredibly hard. Just don't get into a dick measuring thing.
It wasn't competitive at all. This is an insane take.
It was competitive. Strike was.
It wasn't.
Check it
like,
out.
Topuria looked minus 1,000, and I'm serious.
I agree. Honestly, no, that's the thing. I'm not saying Topuria didn't look minus 1,000, but that was a power differential. In terms of actual striking lands, in terms of if they had like the same level of power, I think that was perfectly competitive. And the issue here is now Topuria is fighting somebody who doesn't hit like a woman, who doesn't hit like a sort of non-Macy Barber woman, and is going to get knocked the fuck out. It's like, this is a 50-50. Like, if you told me that this was the Josh Emmett that fought Shane Burgos coming into this ring, he is the favourite. The issue of Josh Emmett is he's had that Yair fight where he looks absolutely fucking hideous. But, like, Josh Emmett always looks a bit hideous. Like, it's his personal brand. And Yair could kick him from distance. Like, again, this is just going to be Topuria running face first to Josh Emmett. I don't think you could take anybody at minus 300 if he runs face first into Josh Emmett. Like, Josh Emmett hits fucking hard. Like, he just has a 30%. He just has a 30% floor in this kind of fight. Like, what does a Topuria cover look like?
He's going to do whatever he wants.
Yes, get knocked the fuck out. Like, he just has. You can see. You look at Topuria. You go, this man is. This guy is at a small gym in fucking Spain. Has never fought anybody with any athleticism. The biggest man he's ever seen.
Cliff, bro.
Exactly. And it's just not. Yeah, I just think he. Honestly, the thing that will amuse me, I think there's a possibility that you just see Topuria not go super aggressive. Like, yeah, he takes counter early, then it just ends up being like a very AIDS, like no pace, outside striking fight of 10 significant strikes around kind of situation. And then that would be funny. I think that's live here as well. I just think Emmett's just a hard guy to cover big numbers on, especially when Topuria is going to do that. Like, he's going to get into a stupid war, and like I can get Emmett KO1 plus 1,400.
Zero value. Zero value on that.
Emmett KO plus 1400 is value against everybody in the UFC.
This man has 6 knockout in 18 wins, Josh Emmett. And he's 30. He's 39 or 38. Chronically injured hip. He lost to Jair. Like, how bad is Josh Emmett? He lost to like the worst featherweight in the UFC, Jair Rodriguez. Just
But
how bad
it's
is
a different
he?
dynamic. It's a different dynamic. Like, yeah, had range.
I bet him, and he stood like 5 minutes in front of Jair, letting him kick him. Doesn't grapple when he had all the grappling upside. Is Josh Emmett retarded? I'm letting it out there. But yeah,
let me say something real quick.
Yeah, of course, Andrew.
Josh Emmett has 2 first-round KOs in his entire UFC career against Bektic and against Ricardo Onama. And like 15.
How many knockdowns he got again? I'm pretty sure Josh Emmett has the best knockdown stats in featherweight history. Again, it's like, just not converting doesn't mean that, again, this is a probabilistic thing. Like, Josh Emmett has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
what is this guy talking
11 featherweight knockdowns. Nobody else has 10 there. Nobody else has 11 featherweight knockdowns. Like, just don't run face first with Josh Emmett. I think that's just a very stupid thing to do. And, like, Topuria is most likely going to run straight face first into Josh Emmett.
Topuria is going to win this fight and barely get touched, bro.
Yeah, but the 3 times he does get touched, they're going to be absolute fucking nukes.
No, because this guy doesn't finish anyone, and he has a gigantic grappling upside. I think he's going to grapple too. I've seen his.
Josh Emmett is probably the biggest hitter in featherweight history. Like, just because he's had some fights, he's fought like a bunch of super
the biggest hitter in featherweight history. Have you ever heard of Conor Anthony McGregor?
Fucking Josh Emmett hits the hell out of Conor McGregor.
We need to get this guy out. He's clearly drunk. Come on, man. You think Josh Emmett at featherweight hits harder than Conor McGregor?
Yeah. If you were like a peak units, I believe so.
That's another insane take.
Josh Emmett is a better athlete than Topuria. Again, he's old, but he's a fucking freak athlete. Like,
He's
people
not
don't
a better
understand.
athlete. He's a horrible athlete, Josh Emmett.
Josh Emmett's a horrible athlete.
He's just on roids. He cannot even change directions. He goes at you with an overhand. It's like a track. He's horrible.
You say so when Topuria just goes straight in Topuria just gonna go in the straight line as well. Like, they're just gonna meet in the middle, smack heads a few times, and someone's gonna fall over dead. It's gonna be like an actual coin flip. And if you win, you're gonna be like minus 1,000. And if you lose, you're gonna be like Josh Emmett had like a 0.00001% chance playing this shit.
The streets know that's 2-0, but UFC Jacksonville.
I love how Magic gets to have minus 400s counted as 50-50s for the purpose of this. Like, I have to win a minus 400 to
I don't think Josh Emmett is better than 10% in this spot. He's 39, he's chronically injured, he's the worst striker, he has a worse chin, he gasses, he looked horrible last time. Topuria's in his prime, better striker, better boxer. He's more powerful than Josh Emmett. Hot take, Ugabe. He hits way harder than Josh Emmett. And the grappling disparity is like gigantic. Maybe not in wrestling, but if he gets him down, this is going to look like a warm-up roll. He's going to get choked in 20 seconds.
Yeah, but he's only going to get him down by knockdown, so it's like whatever. The fight's probably going to already be over at that point. So I don't think Topuria is generating actual takedowns.
Josh Emmett doesn't really kick. Topuria is going to go forward, feint, jab. Draw the counters, like you English-talking people like to say. He's going to draw the counters
just gonna be this
and kill this
for
fucking man.
2 minutes, and that was going to be it.
Nobody has ever been more dead than Josh Emmett since that other guy that is fighting Trevor Peak. The 2 more dead people in the planet right now, Josh Emmett and that guy. I think it's going to click him. I honestly think Topuria is like 90% in this spot. Not be asked.
They should actually make Trevor Peak versus Topuria. That'd be a great fight.
Bro, he will tap him like 20 times in round 1.
No. You can't do that to Peak. Like, again, it's like you wouldn't disgrace the sport by tapping Peak. Topuria is a man of culture who understands that when you have Trevor Peak in front of you, you do not grapple.
I think he's going to just destroy Emmett any way he wants, but I hope it's a 50-50 fight, and then I can go at you with my best meme material at the wedding. Like, all drunk, oh, yeah, I just won a minus 400 on a 50-50 war. What's Gugabe at?
But the issue here is going to be like, if Topuria wins, it's probably going to be a quick knockout, and you're going to be like, oh, minus 2. It's like, well, this is probably not going to mean super much.
You are never going to admit Topuria was minus 1,000 because he's going to just kill him and you're going to be like, well, yeah, we cannot know really. The fight really didn't develop. And then he's going to do the same to Holloway and then to Volkanovski. Just watch. We need Holloway. He would be the dog, I think, maybe there. We need the Holloway fight.
Holloway would be interesting. I do think Holloway might be getting a little bit old, though. That's a concern.
You can see Ugabe already setting up his escape from the Holloway bet. Yeah, he was washed.
I think there's different. I think the fundamental thing with Josh Emmett is that because he is such a fucking freak hitter himself, he just has a flaw, and I'm getting a big plus number here. Like, well, against Holloway, I'm just kind of concerned Holloway just ends up not having the chin anymore, and suddenly, if Holloway rocks up and his chin's finally loosened, it's like, well, suddenly he's not much of a fighter, is he really?
What about Topuria versus Yair?
Probably cooks him.
That's a wash. Like, he takes him down, and that's rape. Like rape.
Yeah,
I agree. I was just curious.
But like Jair is a fraud. It's a legit miracle he has the interim belt.
Yeah, Jair sucks. But I just think there's a fundamental dynamic here.
Like Jonathan Pierce would kill him, destroy this man, take his soul. Jonathan Pierce will do whatever he wants to him. I'm serious. If he doesn't die on the first entry, the fight is over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Magic, how would you line Volk versus Topuria? I think Topuria will be the underdog, like plus 150, but based on history. I think he wins the fight.
To who?
Yeah, I mean, you think Josh Emmett is the biggest hitter in featherweight history, and I think Topuria beats Volkanovski.
How many people in the UFC would you take against? Would you line a favorite against Topuria? Like again, in any way?
At featherweight.
No, in any division. So Amanda Nunes retired. So who else has got that? Who else have you got now?
What? I didn't understand the question.
How many people in the UFC? Like, would you go take a welterweight to be favored against Topuria in your mind? A middleweight?
Up to welterweight?
Jared Cannonier? Would Jared Cannonier be favored against Topuria?
I don't know, but Vettori is not really a big puncher, and he kind of got him. Topuria hits hard, so... I think he's going to do very well at lightweight. People think he's small or something. He's fucking gigantic. He was like 182 a week ago. He's huge.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think he beats someone like Dariush tomorrow?
Yeah, he could. Honestly, if he just bum rushed, like again, I think he has a decent bum rush floor. I respect Topuria's floor. I just also don't think he has much of a ceiling. Whilst I think Josh Emmett's similar kind of situation. This is two 50-50 merchants who are just gonna fucking swing dicks.
This Australian is insane. This is the next superstar in the UFC.
Topuria does not stop Malcolm. Nobody stops Malcolm.
Malcolm beats John Jones.
Yeah.
It's known. All right. Thank you, guys. Gabe, thanks for coming on. Magic, enjoy your weekend off from watching the UFC.
I'll be with my... It is known. I will be with my smartphone in a corner like, come on, Trevor. Hit him.
Look, one question just quickly.
What do you mean?
So, Magic has a landline phone behind him. I assume that's a landline phone.
It's to call the Bellagio.
Oh, fair enough. Max Price was only 4 buttons. I was assuming the village would only have like...
Who do you think made the call for Ronnie Lawrence the other day? We are not liking this. Keith Peterson, we are not liking this. Made the call instantly.
God bless.
Topuria by demolition. Any way he wants. Easy fight, Ugabe. You are going to see.
I mean, again, I want to see if this fight goes 4 minutes and like we get a bit more development. If it just ends up being the two of them just fucking exchanging twice and Emmett falls over dead, it's like, well, who cares?
In your mind, doesn't mind how the fight goes. Topuria cannot cover.
I think there are permutations. There are ways he can cover.
How does Topuria cover?
Take down into grappling domination. Or like if it plays out of it.
It has to be extended grappling, like more than 7 minutes to prove it's not a fluke and actually cover, or 2 minutes.
No, if he grapples, I think if he grapples around's fine. If he strikes, I think it's going to take extended striking.
I think Josh Emmett is going to be done in like 2 minutes.
But like that's just dynamic here. It's like the Garni versus Rosenstrike kind of shit.
Yeah, but I understand it because you are on the other side of the world. But I know what's up here in Spanish MMA. It's in the streets. The war's in the streets. Topuria is for real.
I mean, it's better than Alvarez. I'll agree with that.
Alvarez is much better than you said. You were always trashing this guy. Isn't he good? Like, he doesn't defend a fucking takedown, but isn't he good? Come on. He's good.
The Spanish people just seem to have this sort of berserk fury in them. Go hard and
disobedient and ungovernable.
Are these people all Catalans or how's this work? Because I can't imagine like normal Spanish people having this.
No, he's from the north of Spain. He's from near my house. Not near, but like 200 kilometers.
Fair enough. 200 kilometers is no distance at all in Australia, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know kilometers either.
There are like 3 cities in the whole of Australia.
Sorry?
Yeah. Perth, Melbourne, and Sydney.
It's a great comment.
I mean,
I
literally tweeted that. Like, he should tap in advance. It's going to be over instantly. Guillotine.
That's of course that's happening. Oh, fucking yeah, the Arcasi fucks him. Like, God, that's a horrible matchup for Alvarez. Why would he take that fight?
He's going to tap him so easily.
The Arcasi is the male Macy Barber.
Do you know who the Arcasi is?
Yes.
Are we
talking
about
Macy Barber? Some random kickboxer comes in young and is awful as a striker, but it turns out to just have pure athleticism and win by stupid control grappling. They're actually very similar fighters when you think about it. They also look the same.
I saw that matchup and I was like, this is the easiest submission prop in history of betting.
Diakese is like stupid durable. Like, he's just ridiculously durable. Did you watch that Fiziev fight?
Yeah. Doesn't mind if you panic tap. You can be all durable you want. He panic taps. Like instantly.
Once we got flying knee into it. You got flying knee into a flying guillotine.
Your takes tonight have been so bad. People in the chat are concerned.
This is the magic chat. This is not a place of learning. This is not a place of learning intellect.
No. You have a lot of fandom here. The Magic Mafia likes Mugabe in general. Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter hate you, but my people like Mugabe.
Same.
Your people are they're lovely for the limited TV hours they get whilst in prison and all that.
All right, let's wrap this. Thank you guys. See you next week. Ugave, thanks for coming on. Magic, enjoy the wedding. And yeah, good luck this Saturday, everybody.